Hey crypto friends, for those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Garrett and welcome to Altcoin Radar. So guys, today I'm going to show you a super easy way to know when to buy and sell crypto or stocks, okay? And guys, before we actually go ahead and get started, if you are interested in trading crypto and you'd like to try the same exchange that I use on a regular basis, then feel free to go ahead and try the MEXC exchange. You can find a link to it in the description below this video. I love this exchange. It's been awesome for me for the last 2 years. They've got all kinds of different altcoins that you can invest into on a regular basis, which is the #1 reason why I use this exchange, simply because I love altcoins and I'm trading all kinds of different altcoins on a regular basis. So they've got all the altcoins, you guys. So guys, now we're going to actually dive into the sake of this video, okay? So here we go. All right, so guys, here's the thing. Now, for those of you who are here from the stock market, because here's the thing, this video, the sake of this video or the content in this video, it works for any market out there, the stock market, crypto market, whatever. I'm actually a long-term crypto trader, so for this video, you guys, I will be using the Bitcoin chart, okay? So keep that in mind. Now, guys, for this to work, okay, I am going to assume that most of you who are watching this already know or have some kind of experience using TradingView already for technical analysis and whatnot. But for those of you who aren't familiar, you're gonna want to use TradingView, okay? TradingView is pretty much a platform for traders to use to do all kinds of technical analysis and stuff like that on all kinds of different charts, okay? It's a way for traders to be able to chart out their patterns, chart out, all their different, put out all their strategies out there and stuff and be able to, come up with the most accurate predictions possible that they can to make the most money that they possibly can, okay? So guys, in addition here, this method that I'm going to be showing you in this video it's going to be best for people who don't want to stare at charts 24/7, okay? So if you are the type of person who is going to be day trading on a regular basis and you want to be trading, and you want to be trading the 1-hour charts and stuff like that, this video is not going to be for you. This video is mainly going to be for people who don't have time to sit at the computer and stare at charts all day long, okay? And for people who prefer to swing trade and use the 1-day time frame, okay? So guys, the very first thing that we want to do here is, obviously here we are on TradingView and I am using the Bitcoin chart, and as you guys can clearly see, I'm on the 1-day time frame, okay? So we will be switching to 1-day time frame right here, obviously. So we're on 1 day. And this is what the current Bitcoin chart looks like for the current 1-day time frame, okay? Obviously, we are in a very, very large downtrend, all the way from up to $69,000 up here when it peaked at the top in the most recent bull market. So guys, the very first thing that we want to do here is, the very first thing you want to do, no matter what, is you want to be able to, you want to draw your trend lines, okay? You want to draw your trend lines, and then after that, you guys, then you want to draw out any patterns that you see anywhere within, whether it's the macro view or micro view. And you also want to point out the major levels of support and resistance, okay? And the reason why we do this, you guys, is we want to be doing this simply for the sake of confluence, okay? We just want to be able to have that extra layer of security in our decision making when we decide where we want to actually buy and sell. And you'll see why later when I get to it, okay? So guys, the very first thing that we are going to do here is I'm going to show you, let's see here, we are going to draw trend lines, okay? So obviously this is the Bitcoin chart, okay? The first thing we want to do, we want to draw this trend line, okay? So obviously, we want to start at the top, we know where it's topped out at, and we want to go all the way to the bottom. So this is the major downtrend line that we have been following ever since Bitcoin topped out at $69,000, okay? Let me make this white, it's easier to see. All right, so this is the major trend line we've been following all along, okay, in the macro view, okay? Clearly, we're on the daily chart, all right? So clearly, realistically, you can clearly see everything's been trading right underneath this line, okay? We almost broke it up here. Clearly, it didn't because we were in a bear market, and it dropped down below further, obviously, okay? So here's the thing, you guys, all right? The next thing we want to do is we want to draw in any patterns that we see, okay? But I'm not going to be drawing patterns from way back here, okay? I don't care about way back here. I only care about right now in the current trend that we are currently trading, which is right here, okay? So let me go ahead and get this in here. So this is the current trend that we are currently trading. This whole area pretty much right here, okay? So we want to find patterns, okay? So the first pattern I'm noticing here, you guys, is we have got a, let me go ahead and draw this in here. We'll go right there and right there. This would be the swing high, and this would be the swing low right here. So we will go ahead and draw this right here and this right here. So we got that swing high and we got that swing low right there. So basically, you guys, what I am drawing here is obviously, as you guys can clearly see, I don't know if you guys are familiar with chart patterns or not, but you should be. So realistically here, you guys, we have what right here, we have what is called a, what do you call it? Gosh, a descending triangle, okay? So realistically here, you guys, we have got a descending triangle here, okay? Obviously, if you're not familiar with a descending triangle, typically what it means is price is going to eventually drop through this major support level, and it will end up dropping further, okay? So realistically, just by looking at this descending triangle, I can already tell that it's probably more than likely going to drop further, okay? Now, here's the thing. It might end up going upwards. It might end up going upwards and going up to this, you know, support area up here. But realistically, in the long term of this triangle here, we can definitely expect it's going to drop even further, okay? And if it drops the same amount that it dropped here, which is totally possible, let's see what that would be, okay? So I like to make little lines. I like to make vertical lines to see how far it could drop. So if I make a vertical line and if it drops that same amount, let's see here. It was going to drop roughly around the 6,700 range, okay? But I don't think that's going to happen realistically. It might drop to maybe 10,000 or something like that. But anyway, realistically, that's not the point here. So the point is we want to be drawing our trend lines and our patterns. So clearly, you guys, on this daily chart, we've got the descending triangle. So that is the pattern that I'm talking about here, okay? So the next thing we want to do here, you guys, is we want to draw in our support and resistance lines, or our major support and resistance lines, okay? So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to zoom in a little bit further here and make this a little bit bigger. And I'm going to go ahead and draw in support and resistance lines. So we need the horizontal line, all right? So clearly we've got a major support level down here, all right? And then it also goes right up into here because, you know, obviously I want the top end of where this candle, I want the top end of where this wick ended right here. So there we go. And then in between here, we've got what's considered a chop zone, which is where the price will be pretty choppy. So we got that, you guys. And then the next zone that I want to point out here is going to be right up in here, okay? So there's going to be another level of support and resistance right up in here. And we'll go ahead and mark that. And then we will do a mid-range too. So I would probably have to say it's right around... to be honest with you guys, I'd honestly put it probably right around this level actually. So I'm going based off of this candle right here. I mean, that's kind of right in range. So we will call that the other support and resistance zone, okay? Based off of this one, all right? So realistically, we've got our support and resistance layers, okay? Now you could take it a step further and you could add Fibonacci to it as well. I mean, obviously, you know, if you're not familiar with Fibonacci levels or anything like that, then, you know, it might not be, you know, it might be too much for you. But realistically, if you want to use Fibonacci, then go right ahead. But realistically, this is where I would end up putting it, is this swing high up here with the swing low down here that's currently moving. And we can clearly see that it is pretty far below the golden ratio. So I'm actually not going to use Fibonacci in this. I just wanted to show that you can use it in confluence with everything else that you're using here as well, you guys. So overall here, you guys, we've got our major trend line. We've got our chart, or our pattern here, our descending triangle pattern right here. And we've got our major support and resistance levels, okay? So the next thing we do, you guys, the actual portion of me showing you the actual strategy that we're going to use, it's super simple, you guys. We are literally just going to be using MACD, okay? So you're literally just going to go to indicators. If you're not familiar with this, you're just going to go to indicators. You're going to type in MACD. You're going to click right this, the moving average, convergence, divergence. Click it, and boom, it's going to open up your MACD, okay? Now, here's the thing, you guys, all right? MACD, swing trading with MACD is so easy. It's not even funny, you guys. It is so easy, okay? I'm just going to show you a quick example because obviously I don't know what the market's going to do in the near future, so I can't show you based off of where the market is currently at right now, but we can go back and I can show you exactly where I would have bought, or where you should have bought, or where you should buy, in previous markets, okay, or in back then, okay. So regardless on whether you're trading the futures market, the crypto futures market, or the spot market, it's going to work either way, okay? So here's what you do, okay? Obviously, when the moving averages cross down here, obviously you can see red means red means the market's dropping, green means the market's going up, okay? Obviously. So what you want to do is you want to make sure the moving averages for buying and placing orders, especially for the spot market, you want to make sure that the moving averages are below the bars, okay? You want to make sure they're below the bars, okay? Now, this doesn't work at, this doesn't work 100% of the time, but most of the time it does, you guys. So you want to buy when the moving averages are below the bars, okay? You can clearly see them below the bars right here, okay? So realistically, this would have been a good spot to buy. So you want to buy when they're below the bars and when the lines are about to cross, or a little bit before they're about to cross if you think it's going to go up, okay? So you would literally want to buy right when they cross, or around when they cross, okay? So you would probably buy right around here, all right? Now this is for swing trading, okay? So you're not planning on selling this for at least, maybe 7 days or 14 days, whatever, however long it takes, right? You're in it for a good, long, solid swing trade, okay? So you'd buy in right here when the lines cross. So you'd get in at roughly, right around here, like 20,940, something like that. And see here, you guys, see how it turns green right away, and it goes up and up and up and up and up, and the moving averages go up and up and up too. That's what you would end up doing, you guys. You would ride it all the way out, okay? Now, when it starts to get up here, when the moving averages start to hit the bars, that's when you want to start thinking about selling out. And as you guys can clearly see, the line started to turn a lighter green, which means, volume is starting to decrease, and actually people are starting to sell. That's when you would want to, that is literally where I would have probably sold. So you would be riding it from right here when they cross all the way up to right here when the bars start to touch, or when the moving averages start to touch the bars, or when the bars start to cross, okay? Now, obviously, this isn't a cross right here because it didn't cross. It didn't cross until up here. So realistically, you probably wouldn't have sold until right up in here, okay? So let's see what you would have made. So let's see here. You would have bought right into here. So right in here somewhere is probably where you would have bought. And you would have sold right around this layer right in here. So as you guys can clearly see here, within 7 days or whatever, you would have made roughly around 13.9% in profit, just from swing trading with this MACD indicator. Now, here's the thing. This is where it gets really fun, okay? Now, imagine if you were trading the futures market and you were using 10x leverage, okay? If you were using 10x leverage within that 7 to 10 days or however long it took, actually this one took 42 days, but still, that's a very, very big profit for most people in any market, you guys, especially for swing traders, okay? But realistically here, you guys, that would have been, if you were using 10x leverage in the futures market, you guys, that would have been roughly around a 130% gain, okay? So that's where you really got to start thinking about how and why this is definitely worth it, okay? And again, I'm talking about swing trading here, not day trading, okay? So this video is not for people who are trying to trade the market and trying to make profits on a daily basis, okay? The strategy will work for people who want to trade on a daily basis, but it's not going to be as accurate as it is with the longer time frames, okay? So that's pretty much how you go about finding where to buy and sell, you guys. It's literally that simple. I have used this so many times, it's not even funny, and you can clearly see it in the charts as well, okay? Same thing here, you guys. If I'm trading the futures market, clearly you can see I trade the futures market. All of my stuff is in perpetual futures here. So realistically, I would have shorted this, obviously. You can clearly see up here, you guys, you can clearly see the volume in the MACD is starting to decrease. It's starting to go down. You can clearly see that it's going to be starting to go down. Clearly it shows that, you guys. So you would want to buy right around here somewhere, right before it crosses, okay? So if you got in before it crossed, let's say you got in just a tad bit before it crossed, so you would have gotten in right around here, all right? You would have gotten in right around here, all right? And then you would have sold down here when it was about to cross again, okay? So probably right around here. Actually, most people probably would have sold here even though it didn't cross back then, but if you did wait until it crossed, you'd still sell right around here, okay? Which is still pretty damn good profit, you guys. So if you would have shorted that, I mean, shit, you guys, that would have been, you know, right there. That would have been roughly 30% gain, a 30% gain right there, you guys. So that's it. It doesn't get any simpler than that. It really doesn't. I mean, that's all just from using the MACD indicator, you guys. 30%, or if you are using 10x leverage trading futures, that's going to be roughly around 300%, you guys. It does not get simpler than that, okay? Now, here's the thing. There's all kinds of different trading strategies out there. This is literally just one of them, okay? Just one of them. And for those of you who aren't new to my channel, and for those of you who have been watching me for a while, you already know that I've been playing around with a lot of strategies lately, and I will be making more videos on more strategies in the near future as well, because I've got a lot of play money, and I am having a lot of fun with trying out all kinds of different strategies. So I'm working on it, and trust me, you guys, I'm going to be doing a lot more cool stuff for you in the future as far as showing you all kinds of different methods and stuff like that. So I'm having a lot of fun with this, all right? But overall here, you guys, if you guys have any questions about this or anything like that, feel free to reach out to me on Twitter. I have no problem answering questions. I love helping people. You know, I go through things very fast. I talk very fast. I probably ended up missing a lot of important points that I forgot. So if you guys have any questions or anything like that, feel free to reach out to me on Twitter, you guys. Other than that, you guys, that's going to pretty much do it for this video. So I will go ahead and wrap this one up. But again, guys, hey, before you guys leave, go ahead and make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a new crypto and altcoin video from me on a regular basis. And hey, guys, with that said, thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my future videos.